Hey guys, EthDo here, and today I'm back for a new video. In today's video, we're going to be counting on the top 5 ways to troll your friend in Minecraft. Now by this I mean ways of irritating your friend, doing something in Minecraft that you get the reaction of, did you seriously just do that? Rather than you've killed them and now they're in a rage, you know. So a little bit of a subtle way, less rage-inducing ways of getting back at your friend for something. So this is going to be based on the multiplayer of course, and mainly at the perspective of a private server, but some of these could work for factions as well. Now seeing as we're using this as a private server as being the base for the ways of doing these trolls, we are going to be allowing creative for some of the trolls, but those who do not use creative will earn brownie points for the fact that they do not require creative mode. Hope you found this video helpful or informative, and if you have, please take 1 second to hit the like button below. Make sure to put your top 5 ways to troll your friends in Minecraft in the comments below. Number 5 goes to the lightning troll. Now the lightning troll is something you can do more to less experienced Minecraft players, maybe like someone who's new to game, or noobs in other words. And basically what you want to do is get where they've got a pressure plate, maybe to open their door, or they've got a trap chest somewhere like that, so that you can do the chests next to each other sort of thing. Maybe not up on a shelf, somewhere on the floor would be much more useful, but you know, somewhere they've got some kind of redstone circuitry already set up, and then underneath it, or just around it, you want to put in a command block with /summon LightningBolt. Now this hasn't got higher up on the list because of course you do need to be in creative to get the command block, and a more experienced player will catch on a little quicker to this. However, someone who doesn't realise this will end up being lightning striked a couple times, and it could go on for quite a while, and it's going to get funnier the more it goes on, because you know, if they don't catch on, this could go on for months. If they really don't understand what's happening, you could just pass it off as being a random event. And if you start to think they're going to work it out, change the redstone that's actually doing this. So, like I say, you want to put the /summon LightningBolt in there, but as well as that, you want to put this in chat, /gamerule commandBlockOutput false. That'll be in the description, and so that's just up there so that it doesn't say this every time object successfully summoned. If they see that, then they're obviously going to catch on. But you know, if that's not there, it might be a little bit more difficult and a little bit more easy for you to pass it off as just being the weather. Something you can do in survival mode, so you can do this on factions, or just if you don't have the ability to use creative, and that is to create a really irritating noise really close to where your friend lives, maybe just below their house. But if you hide it well enough, you know, if you just built it into like a small compact room, you could make it more compact than this in an area that's like no caves. It's gonna be really difficult for them to find it. You know, they'd have to mine through hundreds of blocks potentially to find it, and eventually they're just going to give up and turn the sound off, which is just going to be annoy them more because they want sound. You know, I play with sound all the time. I really struggle not to because it's so useful, and it's going to be really get annoying if they have sound on, so they're really screwed either way. Now this is one I've got set up here. I'm not going to put it on yet because it's going to be really annoying, but it's basically just a minecart setup. Put a minecart on, it'll keep going around forever and ever, and every time it goes over the detector rails, you'll get redstone circuits to these. Some of the most annoying things can be the minecart itself, pistons, the note blocks, and doors opening and closing repeatedly. All combined sounds something like this. Number 3 on the list has gone to spawning an EnderCrystal inside somebody's house. Now if you don't recognise these are the things that feed the Ender Dragon health in the end, and they also explode when you touch them. So if you spawn one in here, you cannot destroy it in any way other than to blow your house up. There is no physical way of getting rid of this thing other than, I think you could do a remove entity command, but if someone doesn't know that or they don't have the ability to do so, then you could just spawn one of these in and no one's gonna be able to get rid of it. In addition, the first thing I did when I spawned one in was I punched it, because how could you not touch that? I mean, it's so, I don't know, hypnotic in the way it's there. Anyone other than the most experienced of players who's going to know to do that command in time is going to walk up to it and they're going to punch it just like this, and it's going to blow their house up. Why didn't I die? Well, I didn't die, but the house has been completely wrecked. Number 2 on the list has gone to just filling someone's house with an absolute ton of chickens. Not only will this lag them, but it will also just really irritate them. I mean, their house is completely ruined. It's full of chickens. Even if they kill them off, they're going to clog up their inventory of raw chicken, feathers, and even eggs as well if it lasts for long enough. Also, they're just going to run down their sword durability, and right now it's lagging me pretty bad, and I've not even been doing this for very long. I had to do it twice. Went a little bit wrong the first time, but you know, it's generally really quite irritating. If you have this, if you have enough chickens, you know, if you fill up your inventory full of eggs, like stacks of 16 each, or go in creative mode, you know, either way you want to do this, and just fill enough of these in somebody's house is really going to have a massive effect on their game. You can also use iron golems as an alternative because they leave snow behind, which is someone's going to have to clean up as well. And in a big house, that's going to be really difficult to do. But if you can achieve the level of chicken where you just start lagging them to the extent that they can't even get rid of the chickens afterwards, then that will be a successful troll. The number 1 spot on the list has gone to a fake house fire in Minecraft. Now the way you create a fake house fire is to do /gamerule doFireTick false. Now what this will mean is fire won't actually affect any of the blocks, you know, will not decay your wood in your house, and it won't do any damage to basically anything. So that means you could have this entire house fire without actually doing a single piece of damage to the property. Now, just quickly, EthDo does not condone the starting of house fires, but if you're going to troll your friend, this has to be the way to do it. If you get this, the reason this has got number 1 is if this comes off as it should, as good as it can, this will be one of the funniest experiences you can have in Minecraft. If when it's like a newer player and they start frantically rushing around their house trying to put out the fire, you want to be able to hear what they're saying at the time, you know. And don't just do it to some random guy you found online, that'd be a bit harsh. You know, if you've got a good friend and you know they'll have a good reaction from it, and then, you know, they'll be okay with it afterwards, of course, then it could be really, really quite funny, because if they're quickly rushing around their house trying to put it out, they're panicking, maybe raging at you a little, like, oh, you've set my house on fire, knowing that knowing that at any moment you could just say, dude, the fire's not doing anything, and they'll look a complete idiot, and it'll generally be pretty funny for the both of you. It could be quite a good laugh. So that's why this has got number 1. Be sure to put your top 5 in the comments below, and thank you very much for watching. Please take 1 second to hit the like button below.